Glad to have you with us from Stillwater, Oklahoma, Boone Pickens Stadium. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Alabama Crimson Tide and the Oklahoma State Cowboys. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
Alabama's head coach told me before the game he has been warning his team all week about this game. Both teams undefeated to start this season, and he believes the difference will be who can execute the best. He believes that his team and his quarterback have the confidence and composure to compete well in this environment. I'll keep you posted on how well they're communicating down here on the field. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The Cowboys ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense will take the field for the first possession of this game. A.K. Deer, he's coming off a 100-yard game and a couple of touchdowns in their last win.
And he has been as advertised. You're talking about him being a star coming into the season and through the first part of the season. He's toting the mail. He's doing it all for this squad. Last week you saw him put up big numbers. It starts and ends handing the ball to the running back, setting the tone, Jesse, for this offense.
He looks bigger and faster to me, and I wasn't sure he could be that after how good he was a season ago. But this guy spent a lot of time in the gym and out running in the offseason. And the incredible part is he's putting so much production out every single game. When the defense knows he's getting the ball each and every play, it still doesn't matter. At this point, nobody can stop him.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gather maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Plows his way ahead. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond. And the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's got enough. At the 45 on his way. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The 7th play of this opening drive, they'll need to move the chains on 3rd and short. Drives inside. How about that pursuit? They stop him right at the line of scrimmage, bringing up 4th down. The give on 4th down. They get him on on the ground, but not before he keeps his opening drive alive with a fourth down conversion. The Tide with the 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Making the adjustment on the play. The fake and wants to throw. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. Oh, and he missed it. No good. And the score will stay right where it is after that miss. So the Oklahoma State Cowboys offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And here comes the junior quarterback to get things into gear. More than 300 yards and 3 scores in his last outing.
And I'll tell you what, this QB, man, he has been the surprise of the season to start so far. Just ascending in play. Got his team in a good spot, playing at a really high level. Palmer, this might be a guy that we say, we might not have been talking about him preseason, but we're talking about him now.
Yeah, and we were talking to him this week before the game. He told us he had a bit of a chip on his shoulder coming into this season. He said, you know, not a lot of people were talking about me. Not a lot of people were giving me the attention that I really felt like I deserved. But I'm going to play, and I'm going to get people's attention. He's been doing that. This kid has been balling.
Incomplete. Big fight for the ball, but it falls to the ground.
Great job by the defense taking away the quarterback's primary target on that play and forcing the incompletion.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Cowboys send out the punt unit. Makes the grab at the 10. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Hand off from the shotgun. Stopped right there.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Back to pass. It's Cantrell. He wants to go deep. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Selling the fake. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And the field goal caps off this first quarter. We've reached the break. Oklahoma State is on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. He'll bring it out. It's cool. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes that Alabama offense. They're looking for any type of offense to try to get this thing going down 3-0. From the gun, the ground game. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, and a really nice job by the QB seeing. Linebackers are a little bit soft playing pass. Give the rock, hand it off, let the running back do the rest.
Alabama quickly back to the line.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Breaks into the open. He's across the 50 and out of bounds at the 49, and a great pickup on that one. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10.
And this offense is clicking, man. This defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 first downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration, winning at the line of scrimmage. You can't let them just move down the field and get a first down on every single play they run.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
He's past the marker. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a first down. If you're going to play Bama tough, you're going to find out really early if you can handle the running game.
They're going to check your chin. I mean, they're going to come in and they're going to give you a steady diet of it. Even when they've had great quarterback play and spread the ball out, it's still a physical principle. They're going to make you stop the run. If you can't stop it, it could be a long game.
They'll leave it with the lone back. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
8th play of the drive, and to keep this one going, they'll need to convert a 3rd and 5. To the air, it's Cantrell. Out wide left, it's Edwards. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Alabama pushing the tempo. They'll run it on 3rd and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They'll try to add another to their lead.
3rd and goal, you're going to turn around and just give it to this guy who just has a nose for the end zone. He's able to find the crease and pay it off for his offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Oklahoma State has it back and the offense is on the field. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Neutral zone is on that track.
Defense had them backed up, and then they're in the neutral zone, and the offense will say thank you very much. Defense made that job a little easier after the encroachment. It's 1st and 5. Wide receiver comes in motion. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And how about the inside linebacker flying through there? You see those guys come up, and you see how fast they can come up and fit the run. But how about blitzing the quarterback, getting to the quarterback, getting the big sack?
We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. They'll go to the air. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. This defense has kept them backed up. Now 1 more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Turns it upfield. And he's still running after the move. Continues to fight for yards. Hits the accelerator to the right. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Cowboys.
That's just such a great way to answer. Your defense just gives up a touchdown, no problem. Offense come out, see what the defense is in. The passing game makes the big play down the field and the immediate answer to get the momentum back in this football game.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Guys, checking in from the Crimson Tide sideline, something I've got my eyes on is how the running back is moving and cutting. As you know, he did get really banged up in that game last week despite the win, and he's going to have to fight through some bumps and bruises here today. I've got my eyes on him, and I will keep you posted down here from the field. Guys, back to you.
Holly, we'll see what kind of problems that might cause. Rides to the back. He locked up and held on to bring him down. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. To the air, it's Cantrell. Buying time to his right. Lets it fly. Out wide right, it's Edwards. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a 2nd time. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. This offense has it with really good field position. The run inside. It's Poe. Knocked down immediately.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Right side, it's Clark. Wide open spaces. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. The Cowboys will use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Timeout, Oklahoma State.
The Cowboys line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Oklahoma State.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Looking downfield, it's Cantrell. Wide open downfield. He's stopped at the 40, but it'll be a 1st down here late in the half.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field, too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Looking downfield very late in the half. Gets a hand in there.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Rifles it down the middle. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Showing some serious leg strength on that boomer. And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. The ride. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Men, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. We start with a look at UCLA taking on the number 24 team, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. And it's the Bruins, able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins.
Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the 2nd half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cowboys come out to get this drive started. They got plenty done through the air in the 1st half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the 2nd half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. Running inside. It's Poe. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Right back to the well. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Got it, looking for a first. He's stopping. He's got enough to move the chain.
I like that play call there. 3rd and short, QB goes under center. You got the back in the backfield, and everybody's thinking it's going to be a run play. Instead, you throw the football when the defense isn't expecting it to keep your offense on the field.
Got it behind the line. It's Clark.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. And that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Taken down.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. They got him to jump. The defense got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 1st down. Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. And the Cowboys getting set on 1st and 10. Rashada Downs going up top. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping 2 hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because you know defenders are swatting at the ball. Even if you can't see them, these guys, they're 6'5", 6'6", they've got long arms. They're trying to rip and tug away and get that ball out of your hands. The QB will learn from this play. He's got to do a better job with his fundamentals.
Bunch formation for these receivers. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Powerful running as he trucks his way to the 28.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the 2nd level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19. The Crimson Tide snaps it from the red zone. Out wide right, it's Edwards. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Oklahoma State sends out the offense to start this drive. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Under pressure. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on first down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on second down, and now put him in a 3rd and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. They're all over him. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. The Cowboys will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He gets it away from his own end zone. Makes a move. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. This is a game of swings and momentum, and a great opportunity here after scoring on the last drive, getting a stop, and now you have the football back.
They're playing well right now in all 3 phases, and they're complementing each other. So now, David, it's up to the offense here. It's up to this quarterback to lead this offense down the field to get a score.
Yeah, and to stay aggressive, to understand we've had success, we got this going the right way. Now I don't need to change anything. Go back to your go-to plays. That's now got you some momentum back in your favor.
He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Churns into the pile. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive points.
Quarterback changing the play. Plowing ahead on 4th down. And he did not make it. The defense standing tall. The run. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. The Tide ready to roll on offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Can't get him to the ground. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. After the productive 1st down play at 2nd and 6. Sends it back in motion. To the air, it's Cantrell. Left side, it's Riley. Makes the tackle right at the 28-yard line. Pick up a 5, and they'll move the sticks. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they
makes the grab and room to run. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a 1st down. Alabama quickly back to the line. And the ball is free on the pitch. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
And that's a great job. Great job stripping the football, getting it out. And then understanding how I scoop it up, follow my blocks, stay on the near sideline, Palmer, and make something happen.
That's Armageddon for the opposing quarterback, because that's not a situation he's used to, right? Wait a minute, there's a fumble. Wait, you want me to tackle this guy? Now I never even practiced that, and I've got D linemen and linebackers trying to pancake me into the ground. No, thank you.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. In the backfield, it's Clark. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Oklahoma State has the lead here. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up this third down play. He's looking downfield to throw. Unloads in the nick of time.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And he got it! Still a one-score game, and they've got a little breathing room.
Well, that's a huge kick right there, because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent now. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing in a big moment.
Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. On the move. They're in a precarious spot here. That lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. They're going to ride this running back. They were all over it.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Quick give. It's Coleman. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call.
They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Enough to move the chains. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Hits the hole. It's Riley. Looks as if we have an injured Cowboy on the play. Medical personnel out there checking on this senior defensive back. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Give to the back. There he goes. Brought down at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. It'll be a first down. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? They'll ride the hot hand. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more guys in the box to slow this running back down, and that's when the quarterback's going to have an opportunity to keep the football and make plays throwing.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Handoff again. Touchdown, Alabama! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And they did have to knock through the extra point to move on top, and they have the lead in the fourth. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Cowboys offense heads onto the field to start this drive. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Wants to go up top on second down. Got a man, it's Clark. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
Motion from the back. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
He gets a block. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Give to the running back. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. So they'll use a timeout here. One more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well.
And this is a moment with the lead late on third down that I would put the ball in the quarterback's hands and trust him to get this first down and keep me on the field. He's one of the most highly rated guys in the country. Throwing it, and if it's not there, use his God-given athleticism to go keep these sticks moving.
The Tide will have to call their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Getting late, pressure building, huge third down coming up on the road for this offense. Moves the pocket, it's Cantrell. Out wide left, it's Coleman. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Handoff, keep working on that clock. Tackled almost immediately, not a whole lot on that one.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Gets the back moving. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Right side, it's Coleman. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
That's how you end a football game. Nice job. You put the ball in your best player's hand, let him go make a play. I know he runs out of bounds, but it doesn't matter. This ball game is over.
The Crimson Tide rolled to that last first down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. In the red area, it's Coleman. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Just feeds the running back. There's a crease, and he won't quite get there. But boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here.
These are the ones in the stands where you get booed if it doesn't work. How would you run the ball in 2nd and long? You stick, OC, or you get the big applause and you're like, yes, nice job. Keeping the manageable 3rd down situation. Good call. So tough spot to be in 2nd and long. Nice answer, nice run by the running back.
The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
And I'm not surprised with the run, and I'm not going to be surprised if they run it again, right? This offense now set up. They've put a drive together. 1st and goal. Who can be more physical? The line of scrimmage is critically important when the field starts to shrink. Let's see who can bow up and make a play here.
Touchdown, Bama! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They marched 56 yards to the end zone, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced the situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots. Throw beyond the 1st down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
Drops back on 1st down. Oh, pressure's coming. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's 2nd down. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's 3rd and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more manageable football.
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And this offense does not come up big. Man, you needed that 1st down. And listen, the communication with this offense and the execution has left a little bit to be desired, and especially in a big moment right here when you had to have a score and you had to have the 4th down conversion.
From the gun, it's Riley. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front, establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to...
And he gets it into the end zone for a touchdown, a gut punch to this defense, and probably a knockout punch. And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. And he's not going to take the touchback. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return.